Hello friends, today I will start thermodynamics. The word thermodynamics. The word thermodynamics is composed of two words. First is thermo and second is dynamics. Therm and dynamics. Here therm is related to heat. Therm is related to heat and dynamics is something related to force, that is work. Basically thermodynamics is a science of study of conversion of a irregular form of energy into regular or organized form. It means conversion of disorganized form of energy into organized form. Thermodynamics is a study of how heat is converted into work, or we can say that heat and work interaction. Now, before studying the thermodynamics, we have to be very well known about the some particular terms, such as first is system. Now let us see. Suppose we are having a glass of water. Suppose we are having a glass of water. Now, if you are doing the analysis of this glass of water, this glass of water, this the water content in this glass, so the water content will be termed as system. Second term is here, if you see that one area of analysis and other area outside it is here, and we can assume this. So suppose I'm just thinking about this proximity. So this area outside the system is known as surrounding. Second, if you see this system and surrounding as a whole, the system and surrounding as a whole, the whole thing will be composed universe. Now the system and surrounding are separated by a layer, imaginary or practically, of zero thickness ideally is called boundary. Boundary, it means boundary is that portion of zero thickness ideally that separates the system from surrounding. So there are very much clear. There are three terms: system. System it means what we are analyzing. Surrounding, the area, the thing above, other than our analyzing portion is called surrounding. And system and surrounding compose the universe, and the portion that separates the system from surrounding, that is of zero thickness or of finite thickness, is called boundary. Now there are system, surrounding, universe, boundary. Now we have types of boundary, sorry, type of system. Let us assume a cup of tea, a cup of tea from which from which energy and mass crosses the boundary is called open system. Now suppose this this cup has been closed with the help of a plate. With the help of a plate. Now energy will definitely cross, but mass will not cross. Such kind of system is called closed system. Closed system. Now, if in a system in which neither energy nor mass crosses the boundary is called isolated system. Is called isolated system. Now there are three kinds of system for us. One is open system, another is closed system, and next one is isolated system. Open system, energy and mass will cross the boundary. Closed system, only energy will cross the boundary, not mass will not cross the boundary. And isolated system, energy and mass both cannot cross the boundary. Now every time I'm repeating the word boundary over here, let us see the types of boundary. Let us see a piston cylinder arrangement. A piston cylinder arrangement on the basis of movement there are two kinds of boundaries. One is fixed boundary, another is movable boundary. Fixed boundary and movable boundary. If this will move, this boundary will definitely move like this, like this. So this will be the movable boundary and this will be the fixed boundary. Another one, suppose I am having a glass and somewhat whatever system is there. Now look, if we are seeing this fluid up to this level, now we must assume here that something glass is the practical boundary and here something is ideal boundary. So you can say that this is a real boundary, that is what you are observing here, and this one is imaginary boundary. Imaginary boundary. If we observe here, we can very clearly say that on the basis of existence there are two kinds of the boundary. One is real boundary, other is imaginary boundary. Real boundary, where you are observing practically something is separating the system from the surrounding, and imaginary boundary, where you have to assume some kind of boundary that is separating that is called imaginary boundary. Here on the basis of movement there are two kinds of the boundary. One is movable and other is fixed boundary. Now coming to the next portion. Now next thing is that that is property.